kick it off with a roll call. Sacco, Tiger,
Hey,
Waffle, Babyface,
Sam Adams.
and I'm Edward O'Hare, nickname to be determined. Welcome to WCBJ, the Comic Book Jones podcast. Coming to you from 2220 Forest Avenue, Staten Island, New York.
This episode is brought to you by Sam Adams Summer Ale.
Actually, we are not sponsored, but that is what is in front of Babyface.
This episode is brought to you by Summer Ale, only for me though.
Yeah, you
this
cannot.
episode is brought to you by Drunk Babyface.
I've been pre-gaming for 3 hours. It's good time.
That's what every listener wants to hear.
I remember you told me that you were going to play the drinking game.
I still have enough beer to play the drinking game.
No, you can't play the drinking
Yeah,
game.
no,
I'm ordering you. Please do not play
It seems like you've made up your own rules.
Sokka's not here though, so I get to drink.
No.
What does that mean?
Because if one of us isn't here, then you drink.
Yeah, it's part of
that's
one of the
true.
rules.
I forgot about that.
Pay
Okay.
attention to the rules.
I wasn't thinking drinking rules right now.
Sacco is waiting to
Hear about his nephew or niece.
Yes.
It's up in the
I'm
air.
so excited for this.
Yes, we're all pretty excited.
What, the podcast or the kid?
The kid.
No.
Well, Tiger's just happy that he'll be alive and then doesn't want to deal with it after that.
I'll see you occasionally.
Well, yeah.
Speaking of children, I actually ran into a child today. Like, I actually bumped him in the head. I thought of Tiger. I actually kind of looked at Tiger at the counter. I was like, I just hit a kid in the head, really hard.
Good
Do you
job.
approve?
Of course I do.
I thought for a moment you meant with your car when you went to the bank.
No.
Yeah.
It was an aisle over here.
Yeah, he
and
killed her.
the father actually yelled at the kid instead of me. And like, yo, get out of his way. What are you doing? Yeah, that's right.
That reminds me of this past Saturday was Free Comic Book Day. And if you weren't here, you missed a ton of fun.
It was ridiculous.
Children.
But the greatest moment of the day, by far, came in. It was getting towards lunchtime, and you could tell Tiger had been behind the desk for a while.
Oh, yeah.
And he was waiting to eat his pizza. And this little 6-year-old boy just walks up to the counter and goes, "Do you have free comics?" And Tiger goes, "Yeah, they're behind the counter. Which ones do you want?"
That was a little nasty. This one kids come up to the counter and they take forever to pick something. Just please pick something. Like, you can't stand it for 5 minutes.
They can't see
look
over the
up
counter.
No, they see it. They're just like,
My favorite is how when somebody's a little older and they're like on their last or second, fourth or fifth book picking out of 5, and you're just like, pick something you wouldn't read normally. It's free. You open your mind.
Books too.
Yeah,
anything. I don't care. It doesn't matter what.
Once you say somebody open your mind, read something new. I got such shit looks from people. I'm telling them they're closed-minded.
Blank stares.
Guys,
why can't you just pick
it's free comics.
For Sokka, it's like, what do you suggest? Absolution. Everyone's fucking absolution. It's great.
Because Absolution is fantastic.
It was a nightmare because there's a line of people waiting.
And there's 50 different choices.
Let's get this thing going.
You get 5 or 50 choices.
How about Fubar and Unmasked? Because the guys who worked on those books were here to sign them.
Well, Fubar, we had quite a few to go through. Mike very sadly didn't print a lot of
Mike
them.
wrote 30 to 40. It was like, I didn't expect this. Like, dude, it's free comic day. You should expect
Hey, it's his first technically.
No,
so
good for him.
he knows in the
Mike's
future
the
now.
man.
He had a lot of fun too.
Yeah.
We had a really good day here.
Mike's a good guy.
Really nice group of creators.
Yes, we had Lou Mana.
We had Lou for the morning. Lou Mana came and did some sketches for
who
everybody.
I mistook for the real Clumsy Lou.
Yeah. And genuinely ex Sacco. Genuinely, no chuckle afterwards. Is that who you mean by Clumsy Lou?
Oh, wow, really?
Because he saw an 8-man Lou doing art.
That's awesome.
That's
Then
great.
Steve Becker from Fubar showed up a little bit into the afternoon.
With
Yes.
his girlfriend April.
With April, who's a
she herself
fantastic
is a
artist.
fantastic artist.
Yeah,
Like,
she's really good.
I can't stress it enough.
As well as Michael Sarah.
Michael Sarah and Evan
from-
Dorkin.
Yes.
Michael Sarah has worked on Unmasked with John Broglia, who couldn't make it
and
on the
I-
podcast. Who we had on the podcast.
I discovered that Michael Sarah and I are both Brooklyn College alums, and we had a lot of stories to share about running around the West End building in Ingersoll Hall.
Oh, awesome.
Sounds incredible.
Did you
Panty
guys
raids?
Did you guys get to see some of the sketches I've made?
Yes. I received a cover sketch
yes,
for
you did,
Green Arrow
yeah.
17. He did his Silver Age or Bronze Age Green Arrow.
Did you guys see his Dr. Octopus?
Yeah, the Doc Ock is pretty
His
good.
Doc Ock is
About your cover, Ed, he actually got halfway through, and he just had Green
good.
Arrow done, nothing else, literally just the body and no bow, and he went, I think I'm just going to tell Ed this is it, and it's some kind of weird other dimension, because I don't want to fucking finish this. And then when I saw it done, I almost went, oh cool, he actually did it.
Yeah, no, that was 6 hours later when I was getting kind of tired and ready to go home. It was like,
you were tired and ready to go home.
Yeah,
it must have been exhausting to stand around with that.
Oh yeah, we were. My sister actually came with my niece, my 2-year-old niece, to meet Evan because My niece loves Super Robot Martian Girl from Yo Gabba Gabba. So my sister kept telling her that they're meeting her father. And so I've been did a little sketch and signed her book, which is her first technical comic, because the first comic she's gotten is the Yo Gabba Gabba book, so now her first comic ever is signed. So
Nice.
that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And she was super excited to meet him.
You have any stories from that day, Tiger?
Stories?
Yeah.
No, just children making my life miserable.
Yeah.
And,
Well,
the pizza was good that I ate.
that pizza was delicious.
I was really tired by the end of the day. No, I got really lightheaded. I almost passed out.
Yeah, you were sick. You were really
I'm
sick.
sorry, bud.
Free comic book day, one of the nicest days of the year for everyone except Tiger.
I enjoy free comics. I
we were
actually
all
like giving out the free comics and all that stuff.
You're one of the few.
Yeah.
No,
It's fun.
It's fun.
I actually, a couple days before Free Comic Day, I saw on Facebook that like someone actually posted from New York one last year. That's like, oh, I was on the news last year. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, people were asking if New York one was going to come back, and I was like, I don't think so.
I
Like,
forgot about that. The New York one was here. They recorded like us and
Yeah,
Dan Anderson and his kids were on the news.
Yeah.
but last week, I had a run-in with somebody that I usually see on the bus. I know I've been waiting to tell Tiger the story
We're
anyway.
excited to hear this.
I think as you probably heard me tell the story, you can't pay more with that kind of that guy.
Yeah.
So I was riding my bike, and as you heard me say, I works at the Stop and Shop by my house. So I'm riding my bike, and I kind of slow down to like just walk into the Stop and Shop to get something. And he stops me. We start talking about hockey for a minute.
You're outside the.
I'm outside
on the bus.
Now on the bus. This is it meeting. This is me finding him to see what he does at Stop and Shop.
You went to his place.
No, I was riding by to go in. I wasn't going to talk to him, but I went there. Yes.
Right.
He was stalking.
He grabbed me as I was about to, conversation. We're talking for a little bit. So then I see him go. He's like, oh, I gotta go grab carts. I was like, oh, is that what you do? You grab carts here? He's like, yeah. I was like, you work anywhere else? He's like, no, I just work here. My only reaction right before I walked in, you can't pay more for that
You
bike.
said that?
I walked right into the door.
You said that?
Yeah.
It's so good.
And I just heard extreme laughing from outside.
From him?
Yeah. I was like, oh, it was good. I was so happy I didn't get an angry
That's
reaction.
awesome. So he liked it.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
That's good.
It was beautiful.
You know you're gonna see him again.
Oh, I know.
So
Waffle paid and forward.
Yeah, that was so good. I felt so.
shit.
That was the best pound of ground beef I've ever bought. So justified.
that's incredible. Oh man, I can't wait to hear what happens next.
Yeah, I haven't seen him on the bus recently. He hasn't been.
Maybe bought a car.
Yeah, maybe with that salary.
After that, yeah.
Could
No,
be.
no.
What? Maybe he paid off the mortgage.
With that.
With that, yeah, with the shop.
Monthly car payments.
Yeah, but I hope everyone enjoyed that.
I did.
Maybe
I'm off
he's
now.
really
Bye.
hungry.
What did you say? He was really hungry?
Yeah, it just doesn't eat. It's like, you know what? I will pay this mortgage off with that. I am so hungry. I haven't eaten in 2 weeks.
I wish I had a recording of him going. I kept him on with that.
So good. You should off, man. It would die.
Maybe like nobody had time.
It's
for
one of
that.
those things, though, that we picture your voice as actually his real voice. And kind of
His voice isn't that far from. You can't pay him with that.
Yeah.
It's not that. It's not as
The
far. Off.
impression is good enough for me.
Yeah, he's about my height, balding, and just a little stocky Italian dude. What do you expect him to sound like?
Sorry about the smoke, Tiger.
It's okay.
And then everyone everyone listening can see the smoke going into the mics and damaging our equipment.
It's all right. 'Cause I don't need lungs.
You'll be fine.
You know.
How about letters? Do we need letters?
Letters.
Yes.
Oh,
You
email.
need to hear listener email.
Listener email.
Yes! You have new mail.
Bendis fucking ran with it for
Yeah.
10 years, pretty
Yeah,
much.
Center is awesome. I'm excited for him to come back in Uncanny Avengers.
So bad.
He is coming back as one of the Horsemen.
Yeah, he's one of the Horsemen of
okay.
Death. There's some characters coming back. We'll see how this goes.
All right.
Now for some individual questions. Babyface, do you consider Hal Jordan to be somewhat of a pedophile? Because of his Silver Age relationship with Arisa, of course. If you don't view him as a pedophile, you're okay with jailbait, and I view you as awesome.
Babyface.
Well, first, before Babyface can answer, we all know that Babyface is okay with jailbait.
Below the belt, man, but I'm okay.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so one, she's an alien, so her age doesn't match up with Earth ages, so therefore it's not pedophilia, because
Wait, have you been asked this question before?
no,
This seems pretty well versed.
no, I can do this question
Yeah.
easily.
The semantics
So
right there.
even
walking
though
the line,
she looks
buddy.
like a 17-year-old girl, she's not a 17-year-old girl. So go Hal Jordan. They didn't do it. They kissed once. They was like, whoa, what am I doing? He's always been in love with Carol Ferris, so he's doing this thing with Carol Ferris. So it's not jailbait, but if it
Carol
was,
Ferris.
go Hal.
All right. Good answer.
Boom.
Okay, Waffle. Now that you've seen the Mandarin in an Iron Man movie, what Iron Man villain would you want to see in the inevitable Iron Man 4? First off, I don't know how inevitable Iron Man 4 is, Brian. But
Probably pretty inevitable, no?
Robert Downey's talking about he's not even signed on for Avengers 2 right now.
Okay. All right.
But what Iron Man villain would I want to see? Oh man, there's not like the Melter would be good, but they kind of did some things like that. I don't know. Can't really. They kind of. Crimson Dynamo.
Yeah.
I don't know how I didn't think of that. Crimson Dynamo or Madame Mask. Madame Mask all
Madame
day.
Mask, yeah.
Dude,
Madame
yeah,
Mask would
that'd
be
be
awesome
awesome,
because
yeah.
then you could bring in the Red Skull with that, and you could have your whole little Nazi party because everyone likes Nazis. And
You can incorporate that with Captain America with crossbones as well.
exactly. She
Yeah.
she would
And
fit
then
in really
Daredevil,
well.
they could reboot Daredevil since they got the rights back.
Comic Book Jones does not support Nazism.
I mean,
Well-
and Marvel just got a bunch of
Yeah,
guys
that
back.
is true.
Yeah.
I read today that they have rights to Iron Fist and
Yes.
Luke Cage.
They actually have a Carol Danvers Captain Marvel script penned, but that might fall into the bin of the script that's been written. It's just going to stay a
But I
script.
mean, the fact that they have like an Iron Fist kind of thing going on.
I don't.
is
They have a
sweet.
full Blade reboot written,
Yeah, dude.
but they don't want to do it.
Psych.
Anything right
Daredevil.
now.
Make more Daredevil.
So the next question.
You know what? Snipes is out of prison. I'd love to see him do another Blade.
He was in prison.
Yeah.
Tax evasion.
Oh.
It's the MC Hammer case.
Whoops.
That's why I believe he's slated for Expendables 3.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Riding that wave.
So not that Sako's here, but Sako, what is one book you would never want to see adapted into a movie? I think we should all answer this
Well,
because
how about let's give it to Ed? Because I don't.
There you go, Ed.
Does it have a question there?
there is actually no Ed question. So.
Okay, so
Ed.
you get Sokko's question.
There you go. So, Ed, what is one book you would never want to see adapted into a movie? It could be for any reason you want, such as it's unadaptable or it wouldn't work.
Neil Gaiman's Sandman. Just because I think that's beautiful on the page, and I don't know, even with today's technology, if you can translate it to a film.
You would literally need to do like mini movies, like half-hour mini movies over and over again.
I could
feel.
see Guillermo del Toro kind of doing a decent.
But I feel like
It has to be a show. I don't think.
I feel like the plot line would be butchered.
And that's why I'm only saying decent. A decent take on it, but
Yeah.
I still, it's one of those. It's so abstract and
Yeah,
it's long to do.
which is funny because Lucifer would work.
Lucifer could work,
Lucifer would be a
but
really good
it's
TV
kind of
show.
like Constantine.
And like
Yeah.
all of those, I could definitely see a Hellblazer, an Animal Man, a Swamp Thing, all being done today. But Sandman seems to be the one out of that.
We have so many
early
amazing
90s
characters to
vertigo.
dip into with so many amazing backstories as well. So I don't know.
I mean, the joke I always say is the character that I think is unadaptable right now is Hawkman. Just because his history is so convoluted that I think it would be just so hard.
Did you
for
see
an audience to
the
understand.
Smallville episode?
No, I didn't.
Oh, okay, that was cool. At least.
All right.
So, Tiger just wants to answer. She
Alright,
sees his
Tiger,
name
let's
next.
go.
I want a question.
Tiger, you have to erase any series from existing.
Woo.
It is erased from continuity and was never made. What would it be and why?
Wow.
Good question.
Oh, man.
Shit.
Wow. Not a lot of power.
Yeah. You could like literally destroy me in Babyface's like fanhood, like
Honestly, fucking Superman.
ooh. You know what? I don't think anyone would be able to imagine what we'd be sitting in right now if Superman didn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
Store clothes.
I think
No.
yeah,
Completely reinvented. Yeah, invented a genre.
Boom.
Tiger wants to dismantle the comic book industry.
It's not a great choice. No, well, okay.
But you could say the Superman series because Action Comics would still
He
happen.
was very important for comics in general, but I just don't like him as a character, and I don't like his role in the DC universe. I just think he's, I don't know, pointless.
He's just there at this point.
I think that's interesting because that speaks to something we were talking about before with Bendis' tweets about.
Yes. Oh, for anyone, it was on Tumblr. Somebody asked him like, "What happens?" Spoiler alert: somebody dies in Age of Ultron, and it has a grand ripple effect on
Oh yeah, this was really cool.
years to come. And me and Babyface, I read out to him a bunch of the like happenstances. Somebody asked Bendis on Tumblr, "What happens? Like, what is the repercussions of this death?"
And this is an unrevealed death?
It is revealed. I just don't want to say it because it is it's only an issue or two ago, and it's
okay.
And it's
something that already happened.
But
yes,
one
something
of
already happened.
the ones you read really reverberated.
Somebody dies and somebody asks him what happens, and it literally was a couple scroll downs on my computer screen to finally get to the end of the list. Things like M-Day never happened.
That's the main one.
Vision was never created. So therefore, all the Vision and Scarlet Witch storylines never happened.
But
Speed and Wiccan were never born.
If M-Day never happens, then the No More Mutants never happened.
No More Mutants never happened.
Yeah,
AVX never happened. And Phoenix never came back.
Cyclops and Wolverine could still be on the same side.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting to think, and that's just a second tier character. If you were to take someone big like Superman out of the mix, how much would that affect it?
The character that dies is a second tier character now.
Okay.
He was beyond top of the list when he
Well, I mean,
when he
Well,
in
like
the 60s.
like when I mean
I know what you mean, but I'm saying for influence, most of the things that he did storyline wise were when he was in every book.
They've done Superman stories like that before, like even
The Nail.
The Nail's. Have you read The Nail?
No.
You have to read The Nail. The Nail. The whole point of The Nail is what happens if when Martha and what was the father's name?
Jonathan.
When Martha and Jonathan are driving to where the spacecraft crashed, if their tire got hit by a nail and they never actually made it to the crash, and Superman was never found as a baby. And so therefore the entire world of DC changes because they never raised Clark Kent.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think I've read that. That sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
It's
So,
been
I
out
mean,
of proof for a while.
Like later on, you discover that. I mean, obviously he grows up to be a man, but he was never raised by them, and he's just.
And you've had a lot of other stories that play on that concept where if something else happened, like Red Sun, Flashpoint dealt with
Dark
a lot
Sun.
of those different things.
Batman Flashpoint is like one of the best examples of that. If something, if Bruce died instead of the parents, what would happen?
Or even Superman Dark Sun, when what if he crashes into Apocalypse and Darkseid raised him? That was
Nice.
cool.
Who sent that email?
That was from Brian Rupert.
Thanks,
Good
Brian.
Well, thanks, guys. Until Tiger jumps through a flaming hoop outside the store, make mine CBJ.
Damn right, man. Thanks.
Maybe I should do that. Alright, let's move on to this one. Here we go.
Ooh, this looks long and hefty.
What's up, comic book Maizen of comic book Jai Zones?
Jazones.
No. Oh boy.
You gotta talk like Snoop Dogg for a little
No,
while.
I'm not doing that. But okay. Long-time listener, fifth-time emailer, frequent shopper, tailgate attendee, never been a guest on the podcast, and 2-star customer here.
2-star, he knows.
I say I'm a 2-star customer because I have a pull list, don't have a Jones name, and spend enough money that doesn't really make much of a difference on Sacco and Tiger's bottom line. But enough that if my wife ever found out how much I've spent there would be help to pay. Very, very good. See, now I wonder if according to the computer, if he's a 2-star customer.
Yeah, I'm really curious.
I
about
would
that.
say probably a 3-star customer, so don't sell yourself short, but we'll find out for you. Let us commence with the asking of the questions. However, if one of the Fab Five is not present, please feel free to save this email for when you all are present. Or don't, what the hell do I care?
I was about to say, that's really poorly timed.
Babyface, I don't have a question for you. You take a lot of shit from the pizza listeners, I just want to send you some love.
I love you, man. I love you.
We are Facebook friends, and that's a bond that can never be broken.
We are.
Seriously, I don't know how to remove people as my friends on Facebook, so we're pretty much bonded till you or I get bored of that shit.
Figure out, believe me, I won't take it personal.
Waffle, do you know how to remove people as Facebook friends?
I am affected.
I just became friends with someone that I really would like to remove. No names, let's just call him Chris H.
You Go to where it says
Shit.
friend and click on it, and it
You-
says not friend.
Are a piece of shit. You highlight over the friend status. You scroll all the way down to where it says unfriend. So
Is this-
goodbye.
Don't mess with a drunk baby face.
Goodbye. Ugh.
Just kidding, guys. Here's my real question, and it's for the group. As I'm sure you know, I love comic books. Well, I hope so if you're listening to this. Well, more so, I love to see the characters from the pages jump onto the big screen, small screen, cartoons, video games, etc. Like The Walking Dead, Ultimate Spider-Man, and Teen Titans Go on television. The latest Iron Man and the upcoming Wolverine and Superman movies get me pumped, as well as the latest...
I'm sorry, hold on one
games.
second. Babyface, are you okay? That belch sounded mighty.
It was mighty.
Yeah, that was worth an interruption. Sorry.
Go for it.
Alright. All awesome. If you had the money to finance a comic book themed media endeavor, what medium would it be? What character and or what storyline?
Gonna remake Howard the Duck the movie.
Oh, alright.
I've been telling.
Well,
That's not serious in the least bit.
Is there a specific Howard the Duck storyline you'd like to see done?
There's a 30-issue run. That's all Howard the Duck is. So there's Elle's storyline. Not really. I'd like to see. You know, I keep forgetting who has the Mad Men rights. Rodriguez has the Mad Men rights for films. He's had them for about 15 years, and he has done shit with them. But apparently, they had people cast at one point. I would like to throw money at that and make that either a TV show, because that'd be a funny TV show.
You know
Make that
exactly
super
what book I
duper-
want to make a movie.
Make that like Super Adam West Batman. What would you like to make a movie?
Dead Enders.
Yes, that'd be really cool.
As Brubaker's Dead Enders, after Waffle lent it to me, I read it. I'm like instantly like, I want this to be made as a movie. It's one of those books where it's like you just love the characters. I love movies where you just love the cast, and when it ends, it's like, oh, it's over.
I will say, I think the greatest heist movie that hasn't been made yet is Thief of Thieves.
Yes.
Thief of Thieves is terrific. It's actually being adapted to a TV show.
I think it was adapted before they even came out.
Yeah, I actually repeal what I said. I've been saying this and I want to do this for a long time, and I actually want to email Joe Casey and then maybe start a Kickstarter after this. I want to make Milkman Murders into a movie. That could be an hour.
How about Incognito?
Incognito would be really cool.
Yeah.
But Milkman Murders is a book that I
Ed
can see
Brubaker's going to make money
transfer
right
well.
now because they're making a criminal movie.
Really?
Oh,
The first one.
That was actually going to be my choice.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Criminal, Sleeper, or Fatale. Let's see.
Fatale would be really cool.
That's one of the things that Brubaker's doing right now. That's why he's not as much into comics. He's working on the criminal
That's
script.
pretty cool. I feel like Fatale would be cool because there's not enough Lovecraftian style, like, you know, minimal horror around, and it's always just in your face, blood, blood, blood.
I still really want to see a good Daredevil movie.
Oh God, yes.
Come on.
And a good Fantastic Four.
I actually think
when do I get a mask?
The Devil Inside and Out would be perfect. When he starts off in jail.
I
Get on the
think
yellow.
Daredevil lends
Oh.
itself to be more of a TV show. I think that would be a better setup for it.
I feel like there's certain characters
Yeah,
that have
more Daredevil.
that you could make a movie out of because there's certain standalone graphic novels. If you made a movie for each of the color series of Marvel, you'd have three very well made movies. I feel.
You'd have a very weepy baby
Well, it's
face.
supposed to be a Born to Kill movie, right?
Yes,
Right?
but if Spider-Man Blue would probably make me and Babyface cry.
Dude,
Hulk Gray would actually be a really good Hulk movie.
Spider-Man Blue, every time I've read it, I get teary-eyed.
Yeah, that's
Like,
the first comic to make me
If
cry.
you guys have not read Spider-Man Blue, that's one of my all-time favorite Spider-Man stories ever. So please read it.
Okay, well, our letter here is suggesting, if you said it from me, it would be The Killing Joke as an animated feature, and Mark Hamill would voice the Joker.
Of course.
Kevin Conroy would be Batman, Bruce Wayne. It is the book that first got me into comic books and still my favorite story. Also, I think Image's revival would make for a very interesting TV show, as with Daredevil. There we go. Wow.
Saga would be really good, like HBO series.
Yeah. Okay, I don't think Marvel needs to make a Daredevil movie, but a TV show like Arrow would be great. Wow, see? How about that?
No, stop reading our minds.
The Adventures of Matt Murdock Daredevil as a weekly show could really do that country some justice. That's just me, though. Thanks for reading my email. Peace, love, comics, and keep the drinking game alive. Best, Melvin Eccles Jr.
Melvin, I'm keeping the drinking game alive. Don't worry.
It's like you can read the next email because you weren't here for this guest.
Who is this?
Peace, you were last year.
I'll read it.
Oh, alright, Babyface, go for it.
Yes.
All of you right now, you can hear the happiness from Babyface's yes.
There's so much
And
happiness.
the dread of Tiger.
Holla, CBJ cunts!
Ooh.
I didn't make this up.
No.
I wanted to say thanks again for having me on your show last week. It was fun. It would have been even more fun if TBD was informed me that alcohol was allowed. It's all good, TBD. You were right about me fitting in with everyone. Sacco, I think it's great what you got going on there, Conquer Jones, with the cool, laid-back atmosphere, fun employees, and awesome prices. You can't go wrong. You're welcome. Not many people get to go to work and have a good time, but you guys seem to pull it off. I'm so fucking jealous. Hey, Babyface. Pop Rocks and Soda killed Mikey.
What?
I'm on mission to find out who sat in the captain's chair with the longest, me or William Shatner. What the fuck? Who's Mikey? Who
Mikey,
was Mikey?
from the Life cereal commercial?
But what the fuck does that have to do with Pop Rocks?
No, that was an... You ever see the movie Urban Legends?
Yeah.
That
Pop
was
Rocks
an
and Soda make your stomach explode.
Yes,
They don't
they're
really
saying that Mikey from the Life cereal commercials died that way.
Okay. I'll reveal the results next time I'm on the show if you'll have me. Thanks for a waffle for reading this. Yo, what's up? I'm Babyface. How's it going, people? I have 2 comic questions. First question. Who is the hottest female comic book character so far?
So far.
Did we get asked this question before?
What is this? Who's not so far? What does that mean? Like, so next week doesn't count?
The hottest female comic book character to me is North Star. Tiger?
There's so many hotties. Second question
You
is...
just want to say Arisa.
No. Second question is, what would you change about female comic characters that would make them more interesting to read about?
Better writers.
Bigger tits.
No.
More window tits like Power Girl. Just
Make them hotter.
People like Gail Simone who want to write, and Joss Whedon who want to write really strong, independent women characters.
Yeah, give characters some fucking, development.
Joss Whedon's quote.
You know what? There are books. You reading Batwoman right now?
Yeah.
That's
Batwoman's
amazing. And
That 23 series was awesome.
But Joss Whedon had a really good point. Someone asked him in an interview, why do you keep writing? Why do you always write strong female characters until it works? I'll keep writing them until you stop asking me that question.
Actually, I have one response to this. If you want strong female characters, read Terry Moore's books.
Stranger in Paradise is beautiful.
Echo, Rachel Rising. All he knows how to do is write strong female
Love and
characters.
Rockets was well. That's not Terry
Oh.
Moore, but
So seriously, like, I don't say this enough to people, but read those books. And like, I see it right now, people are picking up Rachel Rising because it's like rumored to be a TV show, but read the previous books by Terry Moore. Strangers in Paradise, Echo, Rachel Rising. Her last sentence is, Fresh Hell's the shiznit.
oh, okay.
What does that mean?
Fresh Hell is a web series that's on starring Brent Spiner. That she used to talk about at work all the time, and I just recently started watching it. It's a cute little web series with Brent Spiner, just basically...
Who the fuck is that?
The actor who played Data on Star Trek The Next Generation.
I don't know actors' names.
Anyway, this email...
Well,
Thank
Riza
you.
is in love with him.
No, I understand that. Thank you for clearing that up.
This email is from your friend Raja Delgado, who was here on the show last week.
Riza the Rizza.
Yes, so thanks for being
you
here
for
last
the
week,
letter.
and thanks for the letter.
And there's
how many more letters
there's
you
but
got?
one more.
But one. I
I'm
wonder
sorry.
who it could be
I'm
from.
sorry, Gene. How's it going, guys? Jerkoff Jones here. Hope you're all doing
Yes!
well. I most certainly am. I always say I'm going to keep it short to continue to write a lot. This week I'm seriously going to keep it short. One question for all of you. I heard this on another podcast and I thought it was pretty good. Are you fucking biting people now, Derek? Come on. What would you do for $1 billion that you wouldn't do for $1 million? And if you're not motivated by money, what would you do for the guaranteed health, love, and happiness for your loved ones that you wouldn't do for yourself? Well, I'm a secret nihilist, so this question has no fucking bearing on me. No.
That's a weird, hard question.
Yeah,
man.
there's no parameters here.
You have to give us like an A, B, C, and D.
Well, I'll find, for $1 billion, I'll find Babyface's goat love for him, I guess.
I mean, like, if it's for $1 billion, it doesn't matter. I'd fucking walk right here, give Kenny Schiebel a high five, and it's like, is that worth $1 million? Yes. Done.
No,
That's it.
Beheading him is
Boom.
worth millions.
Eating the body is maybe the $1 billion.
Oh, there you go. So that's good.
Yeah, I think it's something you wouldn't do in your everyday life.
Tattooing Ed O'Hare's body? Done.
What would you tattoo all over Ed? That's... Come on. What are you going to do?
Lightning bolts.
Lightning bolts all
Lightning
over.
bolts. That would be awesome.
And then a giant Captain Marvel face in the center of your back. Just his face
With
down.
his dick just hanging down.
Just let him...
Waving to the left.
I for $1 billion.
And Barry Marvel blowing him.
All right. For
Ralph Jr. fucking her.
okay.
And Black Adam is standing there in the back, shocked and appalled.
Chocolate egg.
I actually think I heard someone
Chocolate egg cream
on a
the other
podcast
stomach,
on a dare
actually,
was getting a similar tattoo.
The Marvel Family Orgy?
No, I think
your neck.
it was,
Stop.
they got a guess. I think it was just they got a tattoo of the two hosts double penetrating him.
Wait, what? Yeah. What was that?
This is Talking Shit with Jim Jeffries and Eddie Ift.
Okay.
There's this homeless guy that lives with them, Jason.
Okay.
And they got him to get a tattoo of Jim and Eddie double penetrating.
Didn't anybody learn from the bum fights guys that you're only going to go to jail if you fuck with the homeless?
No, this guy completely asked for it.
What?
Did they die?
The bum fights guys?
Yeah, some of them, no?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay.
Well, the hobos, I can't really keep track of the homeless, but
Wait a minute, that's
the
real?
kids, bum
No,
fights?
that's totally real.
Whoa! You know what bum fights is?
I thought that was just a really weird
No.
SVU episode.
No, bum fights is a real fucking
real.
deal. There was Bum Hunter, which was a dude that dressed as Steve Irwin and would jump on sleeping bums and open their mouths and like talk like him, like he's wrestling an alligator. There's not much I can really go past that. Bum fights, they literally tortured homeless people and made them do shit for money.
Okay.
They made them fight each other. Welcome to America. YouTube, man. YouTube.
I was gonna say what I would not do for $1 million that I would do for $1 billion is probably tattoo swastikas all over myself because I'd have the $1 billion to pay for the removals.
No, that's very good.
They're good, but then you can also walk away around and you're just a giant Tibetan symbol for love and happiness.
This is true.
Well,
But I'll be honest. As much as people say that, it's not the first thing that pops into your head when you see that symbol.
the first thing that pops into my head for a while in high school was actually Zelda, because that's one of the dungeons. The first Zelda.
It took
I
me
played.
20 years to discover that Zelda was the girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. It took me at least 20 years to find it out.
Yeah, I make jokes with people like that way too often.
Yeah,
It happens. Mostly it's just people trying to be like, into video games. Being like, I love Zelda. I
You know
love
what's cool though? Whenever I have Mega Man questions, I truly think of Tiger to ask.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I enjoy Mega Man.
Tiger, do you have a depth, like a wealth of
Do you have a favorite Mega
knowledge?
Man?
What?
Do you have a favorite Mega Man?
Yeah, two. Two's the best.
Yeah?
Yeah. Do you like the X games?
3's
Yeah, that's
impossible.
pretty good. I didn't play all of them though.
Okay.
3's impossible.
I've only beat like 4 of them.
See, this is I can't enter this conversation because my parents didn't believe in paying for video games.
No, but
So
really?
I
Sega.
I grew up with a mother that loved the Sonic. So, yeah, if I got stuck in a part in Sonic, very few children I know can go, Mom, come
Do
beat
you have a
this level in
favorite
Sonic for me.
Do you have a favorite Sonic?
Probably Sonic 3D, actually.
Okay. Sonic 2 is the one I like the most.
When I was in 5th
Okay.
grade, I saved up enough money for a PlayStation 1, and by that time my hand-eye coordination was shot.
I thank Pokemon for my
My brother
coordination.
played it, and he plays video games to this day.
Okay,
But,
cool.
Sally?
Sally. I never really got into it.
Is there more to this level?
Yeah, it's just, useless Tiger Sock stuff.
Alright, let's get to it.
That's all this week. Oof. I'll finish up by saying that the Tiger Sox had a huge come-from-behind win this past week when we beat the reigning champs 6-5 after trailing 5-0 until the top of the last inning. You probably had a lot to do with that, Derek. I understand this weekend is Mother's Day, but this game was at 11:15 at Miller Field. Wait, Miller Field's up?
Yeah,
That's
apparently.
pretty good.
Tiger Sox are playing.
Yeah, well,
Big
hope
game.
to see you there. Be good, guys. Love you all like family. Jerk-off Jones.
Jericho Jones no longer pitches because he's now the coach because he broke his thumb.
Also, he failed to mention that the great come from behind win was after they lost the first game. So,
Yes. Well, you're going to talk about the good, not the bad all the time. Come on.
Actually,
Okay, no.
I had a proposal given to me today by Wang Jones.
Ooh.
He asked that the store sponsor another sports team and name it the Comic Book Jones Wang 69ers.
Yes, he brought this to my attention. I'm sorry, Wang, it's not happening.
Yeah,
It's only enough funds for one team here.
one fantastically good team, I guess.
Or one horrible one,
Yeah.
which I'll take, I guess.
Yeah, well, you want anything. Your name's on top of a baseball team, someone.
I-
Softball team, Tiger. You gotta,
see,
you gotta be happy.
I don't even think it's a coaching problem. I think you need a new general manager.
I agree. I think you're correct. That's me.
I don't know. I don't know Derek's coaching abilities. I don't know how as a player. I get shit for not going to the games, even though I'm here every Sunday morning. I gotta be here. That doesn't have to do with softball.
I'm here on Sundays also.
Yeah, but you get here at once, so you can go to every game.
No, I can't. Derek takes way too long.
Have you gone to many games, Tiger?
I haven't gone to any.
Really?
Maybe I'll go to one.
Oh my God.
In the last 2 years?
No, I haven't gone. Why would I have gone?
Because
Because you love baseball.
Yeah, but I like professional baseball.
I mean,
not a bunch of dudes
after
losing.
the Rangers are done, you
Jesus.
switch your hat. You switch your hat.
We'll see.
This hat will be changed in a month.
wow, you think the Rangers can be done that fast? No, the cup's in a month.
2 months.
You don't think so?
Alright, this is a sports podcast.
Oh,
Unfortunately.
how much comic talk we did today? Talking about
We did a lot of comic talk.
Yeah,
Dicks. We did actually do a lot.
Alright, well, the letters are done, right?
Yeah.
Thank you for your letters, everybody.
Thanks, everybody.
Glad we like letters.
Send us more emails hating on Jerkoff Jones. But
Booties.
you know,
Alright,
send
What's next, Eddie?
All right, let's move into a DC reads Marvel.
oh, fuck.
Duty.
So Captain Marvel zapped him right between the eyes. Zap!
And the Marvel that this DC read this week is Alpha Big Time #1.
Ooh.
Cool. Written by Joshua Hale Fialkov and Nuno Plati.
Before you talk about it, I just want to say that's cool because you read a few issues of Spider-Man, but you didn't actually read any issues involving this character. So.
Yeah, I remember hearing about this. He was Spider-Man's sidekick for a while.
For a couple issues before 700, yes.
Okay.
There was like a storyline with him in it. He was like a bratty sidekick. And he had too much, he was too powerful, pretty much.
Kind of like Tiger.
Yes.
And yeah, this issue is basically explains how he gets his powers back. Peter Parker / Doc Ock is involved. And I'll be honest, I'm a big fan of Fialkov, but I was not as impressed with this issue.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, he's writing this shit.
It's very one note. Andy McGuire, who's the character that the alter ego of Alpha, seems very one note. He's just very kind of down the whole time. And Peter Parker, you would think would be kind of the counterbalance to that, but he's not. He's Doc Ock Peter Parker, so he's just kind of like a jerk, which doesn't really make anyone in this issue appealing.
Before you continue, does this issue give you the origin of the character, what happened to him?
There's a recap page.
There's a recap, okay.
Yeah, so it just kind of explains what happened in that.
Everyone's favorite recap page.
Yes.
I like that Marvel does recaps.
There's some books. There was actually one book the other day I went to sell. Somebody was like, "Oh, don't worry, you missed the first issue. You can catch up on the recap page."
Yeah,
I turned the
you
page
do
and it was no recap page. It was the one Marvel book that week that didn't have a recap page. And then I turned a couple and I was like, "Oh, never. There's no recap.
And-
Sorry."
And I would say for DC, even though they don't have a specific recap page,
They do a pretty good job.
yeah, most titles that are worth their salt will hint you in as to what happened in the first page or two.
I dropped off Suicide Squad for 4 issues. I read number 20, and I felt like I didn't really miss a beat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then that's the way any series should really be written.
Yeah, I think you have to kind of.
Every issue should be written like it's the first one you read.
Yeah.
Hasn't been reading.
I think Dan Slott told us said that on the podcast was that every issue you write should be written like it's somebody's first comic.
Well, that's Stan Lee's mantra.
That's Stan Lee. That's okay. Stan Lee.
Every comic is somebody's first
You
comic.
remember the woman who was saying Stanley Lee?
So, yeah.
Stanley Lee.
Yeah, Stanley Lee.
I remember that.
Continue
Who
it.
was- I forget who that was. But yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the other thing I was going to say, the art in this, everyone seems to have the same facial expression.
Who did the art again?
Nuno Plati.
I was more so bending over right now to look through.
Yeah.
Through your soul.
Yeah, you can kind of see.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot.
Yeah, and part of the thing is the kind of challenges that he faces in this issue seem.
I don't think the art stays consistent throughout the series, to be honest.
No.
Yeah,
No.
and the challenges that he faced seem very small considering his power set.
Well, I mean, he's in high school. Well, okay. In Amazing Spider-Man, his power set was taken away. He was told that his power will gain very slowly.
Okay.
So right now, this miniseries is him regaining power altogether.
Mm-hmm. I just think the kind of stuff that they're talking about here is done a lot better in Nova.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to respectfully disagree.
Okay.
No, not at all.
Well, you were the one who handed me this.
Yes. that was called a joke, Edward.
Oh, okay. Were you impressed with it?
I only read that first issue when me and Ty were deliberating on what to give you this week.
Okay.
And that actually came to mind because the newest issue that came out. But instead of just keep throwing you into the middle of things, actually give you the beginning for once.
First one too.
Not so you can't be like, well, I don't know what's happening as a negative. So, I dug it. I liked the Spider-Man storyline. So it was a nice continuation. If you really dig the character, it's been doing its job.
Okay.
There's not many Spider-Man things going on other than Superior and Avenging, so it's like a nice little extra to have.
I mean, Spider-Man books are Ultimate Spider-Man. Ultimate Spider-Man is still, if you guys have not been reading it,
Been awesome.
It's been fucking awesome.
Somebody asked me what happened to the black kid that was Spider-Man, thinking that it was
really?
today it was like, what's with still Doc Ock? What up to the little black kid? And I was like, that wasn't.
It is confusing for people.
I was like, that wasn't main universe. That was Ultimate, and they just kind of were dicks and didn't say that ever.
The
That it was
newest
Ultimate
issue
Spider-Man.
of Ultimate Spider-Man, something so drastic happens that the next issue is taking place a year after in his life.
Yeah, I read that.
Wow,
I have to.
that's cool. I gotta catch up.
Which is cool because, I mean, he's like 13 years old, so he's now hitting... You'll jump a year in his life, and he's now going through puberty. So he's, like, I've seen the art for the next issue, and he looks a little bit older. Slightly, but which is cool. Carry on.
Well, I was just going to say in the list that I have in front of me, I'm going to place Alpha Big Time, #1, towards the bottom of the list. I'm going to put it between the two Wolverine books, between Wolverine.
My goal is to
What
knock
numbers
the
are those?
#1 out of its spot.
What numbers are those?
It will be the new 25 out of 27.
Oh, wow, okay.
Pretty low.
Yeah, I want to knock that #1 out of its spot.
What he really needs
which
to
one's
say
number
is
one right now?
his
Journey
top
into Mystery
10.
646.
It was the Sif's first issue.
Yeah.
Did you
You
see the
love
bringing
it so
Beta Ray
much
Bill
you
back
just
in Journey into
tried.
Mystery?
I did not.
Ooh,
That's
yeah.
really awesome.
And then the next story arc of Thor at the end of
Dude,
the
the
summer
new
is
issue
bringing
of Thor was so
Malekith,
good.
which I actually didn't know was an old Walt Simonson villain. So the Dark Elf King is an actual comic villain.
Yeah.
Catch up.
Dude, the new issue of Thor is so good.
I'm still behind on 7. So
Yeah, God Bomb's been awesome.
God Bomb. That's what
Yeah.
they call me in the underground scene.
Because God Bomb has, you might as well take away the numberings to God Bomb. It's the same fluid story. If you've been enjoying all of
Well,
Thor.
it's part 2 of the God
God
Butchers.
Butcher, yeah, just keep going. It's so fucking good. I've never been a gigantic Thor fan, but this is it.
This is it.
Well, Thor God of Thunder #1 was #5 on my list.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go. It's dude.
Yeah.
Yep. Dude.
Cool.
Did you read any of the new Cap series? Have we gotten any of that into your hands? The new Captain America?
No.
Okay,
Alright,
yeah, the week that comes out,
Oh,
next
yeah.
week. I don't know if I want to give you one because one is the worst issue of the series. I hate to say.
Well, then throw me.
No, I'll throw you the newest one because there is a recap
Throw in the
page.
middle.
Yeah, I'll
Fuck,
throw.
who cares if he's confused?
Yeah, you know what? It's actually a really good story to throw somebody into the middle of
Yeah,
because it has absolutely nothing to do with the actual main
I'll
universe.
also point out the top 2 in this list are numbered 646 and 246.
Well,
Yeah.
the Journey into Mystery, though, that was the first issue.
That was that. That was the new arc.
Ed, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
If we, because you've been buying trades more recently,
Yes.
and more so in like Image and other series, if we suggested you a Marvel trade that's like, dude, this is mandatory,
Annihilation.
buy it, would you think about it?
Annihilation Volume 3.
I would take it under consideration.
Because like, okay, you've read what, 1 or 2 X Factor issues.
Yeah.
You would
One
really,
X Factor.
you would really dig the multiple man storyline, the first
if
miniseries.
you backtrack to the beginning, because X Factor is ending in a couple issues. If you backtrack to the beginning, when like Layla Miller was a child, or a kid rather, because child is pretty harsh.
The
You would
fictional
love
character
it.
is really hard.
You would love it. It's so good. Like I can't stress it enough how good earlier X Factor is.
But it hasn't gotten worse. It's just stayed consistent.
No, I mean, she's just
started off so
she's
strong.
aged.
Yes. Well, the X Factor is more than just a little girl.
No, but I mean, like, just yeah. And when Richter had no powers,
Yeah, that was really good.
so good.
Well, it's also I'd like to get into stuff like like Hawkeye. The one I keep hearing about
Hawkeye is fucking
is
amazing.
Iron Fist. That's the one I'd like to see
Baker Fraction's Iron
some
Fist,
of
man.
the like background characters, like the Marvel equivalents
Read
to
Aliens.
like Booster Gold or Animal Man. Those like secondary characters that are really cool but not at the forefront.
Dude,
of the
you
universe.
want third-dairy characters? Read Bendis' Alias with Luke Cage and Jessica Jones.
Do yourself a favor then and sit down and read Iron Fist, because that is something that Marvel's missing right now. Is some kind of just that character being like prominent. I feel is always
When
something
you
that Marvel's
visit
missing.
me Sako and Tiger on Tuesdays, dude, sit on the couch and read some Marvel shit.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff out there.
I know you don't want to disrupt. Your. I know you don't want to disrupt the segment, but you might have to read. You might read a little bit more. You never know.
And dude, I'll give you
won't
DC
tell.
things that you haven't read before. That maybe haven't read before. I'll be like, dude, check this out, please.
Oh yeah, and I have a nice. I'm actually the stack of trades that I have to read that I have left to read is actually getting. I'm working my way through first volume of I got hardcover omnibus of Reed Fleming World.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
that's great.
Yeah, it's hysterical. But it's a thick omnibus.
It's a lot.
Yeah, they're quick reads though.
Yeah, it's like Flaming Carrot. When you get a Flaming Carrot trade, it's usually pretty big, and then you realize it's pretty much nonsense in between the pages that you're flying through, and it's
Yeah,
awesome.
those like true funny comics.
Yeah,
Also,
I actually just checked out Zippy. Did you ever read any Zippy stuff, Tiger?
Yeah, you tell me about this.
Zippy, I picked it up. I watched a comics documentary, and it was literally made in like 1989. So it was right before the.
Oh, it's like Comics Unbound. or
Yeah, it's
something
like
that?
it's before the beginning of the end. So everyone's kind of cheery about the industry, and everyone's kind of fucking bright and shining.
Yeah.
And they showcase a lot of like crazy indie stuff. There's a couple cool clips of Prom though, but then there's Bill Griffith shows up and dresses as this fucking pinhead in like a clown costume with a little bow tie, and he's like, "I'm Zippy," and it just makes no sense.
Zippy is retarded. Awful show me pages. It's like.
And we had a volume here. It comes out once a year. He like collects a bunch of his like single strips that he does. And I bought one of them, and I can honestly say I've never been more confused and pleased at the end of a book. Each three panel line has no ending. The jokes just kind of go away. Like one is just like what a wonderful day. I hope the world doesn't end. Here's a fish, and it's just like the character like going.
Revolving thing about fish.
There's a fish. The big fish comes up a few times. Like
sounds like my kind of comic.
oh yeah, it's pretty fucking fantastic.
You know, I read today that I like Constantine. I know Waffle's been enjoying that.
I didn't read number 3 yet, but I've really.
I read the first 2. I really dug it.
It's cool, right? The second issue is really awesome. The Spectre.
Hey, Ed, did you read Movement?
Yes, I read.
Did
Movement
you
number 1.
like that? What was that about?
I really enjoyed that.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it's weird because it doesn't quite feel like it's in the DCU yet.
Okay.
But it's not this boring, preachy Occupy book that I think it was almost built up to be. And if Art Baltazar and Franco are writing Green Team, I'd be very interested to see how those two books interact with each other.
Tiger, have you read anything that surprised you?
Recently, I haven't read a lot of stuff recently. A lot of new stuff anyway. Just because I was sick and I kind of fell behind. I'll get
You've
there.
been
though.
catching up a bit.
Everyone,
There's
Tiger's
always a lot to
feeling
catch up
better.
Yeah, I'll get there.
It's okay. We also like you.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
Are you looking forward to catching up on anything in particular? What's the next thing that you think you're going to
There's
grab and sit down?
a lot of new image books I kind of want to check out.
Anything in
Some
particular?
other ones. I don't know.
10 grand, number one.
Oh,
was
10
cool.
grand. That's one I wanted to check
10
out.
grand was cool.
I still didn't read Jupiter's Legacy or 10 grand, and I'm curious about both.
10 grand, if you want to gist, it's basically the main character is kind of like a hero for not a hero for hire, but he's kind of like given money to erase someone from your life. And he is offered a job by this young woman who he sees what the job is, and he's like, I have to take this because it's personal. And he goes from there. Jupiter's Legacy actually confused me. I liked it a lot.
Which is, I will say, we haven't talked about these in a while, but Diamond released their sales numbers this past week.
Yeah.
Jupiter's Legacy was number 3.
Dude, you know what was number 2?
I'll tell you why Jupiter's Legacy was.
Dude, I'm shocked what number 2 was. Thanos.
Yeah,
Thanos was number 2.
It was Batman, Thanos, Jupiter's Legacy.
Dude, that's amazing. Thanos was number 2.
Jupiter's Legacy, Image had a promotion where if you order a certain amount, they were all returnable. So that's why it's so high.
Yeah.
But of new image books, Sex has been really cool.
Sex is always nice.
Especially when Joe Casey writes it.
No, but I mean, like, seriously, after reading issue 2, I'm intrigued where it's going, what's going on.
The image book I'm really excited for is East of West.
East of West is very
East
cool.
of West is probably one of the most unique apocalypse stories I've read in a while.
And then new image book this week was Chin Music.
Which I didn't get to read.
Yeah,
It
we
was
sold out of
official.
it. We apologize to you guys.
Yeah, all I wanted out of that book is it to be Shawn Michaels kicking people for like 32 pages.
I mean, I'll let you guys.
That's all I thought it was.
I'll let you guys tell us what you thought of it.
Yeah.
I won't give my thoughts.
But with East of West, the best thing about that is the map. There's a map in there.
Yeah.
And for anyone in comics, if you want me to pick up your book and like it, just put a map inside. That's the only reason I ever read Lord of the Rings.
I also enjoy maps. I won't lie.
Actually, come to think of it, there's a couple series that I really think that a map would be really helpful for story purposes.
Like anything in Marvel or DC?
No, Marvel. I have the continental United States built pretty well in my
Everything
head.
takes place in New York.
Yeah, everything's New York, and I have Manhattan pretty well mapped in my mind.
New York or the moon.
Yeah. or a made up planet that we don't need to worry about. But like Orkstein would be really cool to have a map. Planetary would be really cool to have a map. Would you say so, Tiger?
Yeah.
Did you go up to date on Planetary? I'm like, I'm in
Planetary, what are you talking about?
Not Planetary, I'm like Planetoid.
Planetoid.
Hey,
Yeah, I finished it.
Yeah.
Astro City. Ever read?
I've actually never read any Astro City.
How about you, Tiger?
Nope.
Really?
Yeah, have you?
I want to know what Astro City is like truly about.
No, read it. I'll find out.
A city with people flying.
No, but the thing with Astro City is so many different volumes. So
You see it got busy.
It
There's
throws me off.
There's a new mini of that coming out.
No, yeah, that's the whole reason why I'm asking. Like even 100 Bullets. 100 Bullets is coming out with a new mini after all these years of it.
Wikipedia.
I know. But
All right.
and that's the amazing thing. We all have read so many different things that we all can compile a collective.
There's
of,
some things that we still haven't
Yeah.
never touched ourselves.
I know Sokka's read.
I know.
Astro City isn't here. So.
There's some classics that I've never read that probably people would be shocked if I
Dude, there's so many things that Waffles read that I haven't read that just.
Vice versa.
Yeah, I mean, Waffles read so many older things that I haven't read because
So many stupid
just
fucking indie books.
different moments in
From
our
the
lives.
60s and 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, Alpha Big Time wasn't great. But what will be awesome is these commercials.
I'm sure.
If you ever find yourself in the tri-state area, give us a visit. Every Wednesday, everything in the store is 10% off. And all #1 issues and first volume graphic novels are 20% off.
20.
Forever!
Of course.
Comic Book Jones has been nominated for the Will Eisner Spirit of Comics Retailer Award each of the last 3 years.
Awesome.
If you live in New York City and like buying digital comics, go screw yourself.
Thanks.
But if you live somewhere else in the world, like California or Colorado or Calcutta,
Calcutta cuts you up.
and you want to buy digital comics, just head to comicbookjones.com and click on the digital store tab. There you'll find links to Comixology and the DC Digital Store, and you can buy your comics and help us out at the same time. You can follow us on Twitter at comicbookjones. Like us on facebook.com/comicbookjones. If you have any questions or topics you would like us to discuss, the show email is cbjpodcast@gmail.com. If we read your email on the show, you'll get a coupon for 25% off your next CBJ purchase.
Whoa.
The podcast blog is cbjpodcast.blogspot.com. The show's Tumblr page is wcbjradio.tumblr.com. The show's YouTube channel is youtube.com/WCBJradio. Tiger, what events do we have coming up?
Dude, forever.
Keep it before I would.
Yeah.
You didn't say forever.
It's in the first paragraph.
Because you kept interrupting him.
Barely.
Like you're interrupting me. Talking about events.
The bets go on.
Alright, with Star Trek, Delegated.
Star Trek.
Star Trek Into Darkness.
Yeah. Track.
Well, no. You can. It's the first one where it's said like William Shatner, because that was the big thing at Comic-Con last year. No colon. They removed the colon from the title, so it's not Star Trek Into Darkness. It's Star Trek Into Darkness.
I like that. It's clever.
I didn't know the semicolon was that
So what, we got the tailgates on Thursday, May 17th?
16th.
16th. All right. Come down for that one.
Then we have our weekly F&M, Friday Night Magics, and then War Machine Sundays, which I've been asked to actually report on wins and losses. Everyone's favorite John Thompson with a stunning 2 losses.
I thought you said 3 losses.
No, he lost 2 games actually. He lost 2 the day before.
We actually, thanks to Waffle, we brought back the sailboard.
Yes, that has also so much to do with War Machine Sundays.
No, but I mean, talking about events, like this doesn't.
Okay.
No,
I popped bottles, man.
Tiger, it's an event because honestly, people got used to seeing the sailboard. It's like, oh, okay, 20% off trades. Oh, no, we haven't had the sale sign up in weeks. The sale sign is back up. For the last 2 days straight, we had 30% off all packages.
That's all well and good, but this is not an event.
That's an event. To me, that's an event.
Well, some of them are weird. You know, like 5% off Savage Dragon, or
We've never done that.
We've never had that. Dude.
No.
Let's do that now.
Yeah, if you're gonna make something up, at least people.
5%? Really? You saved 5 cents?
if you ever find yourself in the tri-state area, give us a visit every Wednesday. Everything in the store is 10% off, and all #1 issues and first volume graphic novels are 20% off.
20% off.
Forever!
Oh my god, yes.
Comic Book Jones was nominated for the Will Eisner Spirit of Comics Retailer Award each of the last 3 years. If you live in New York City and like buying digital comics, go screw yourself. But
with the hard hammer.
If you live somewhere else in the world, like California or Colorado or Calcutta, and you want to buy digital comics, just head to comicbookjones.com and click on the digital store tab. There you'll find links to Comixology and the DC Digital Store, and you can buy your comics and help us out at the same time.
We like being helped.
You can follow us on Twitter. At Comic Book Jones. Like us on Facebook.com/ComicBookJones. If you have any questions or topics you would like us to discuss, the show email is cbjpodcast@gmail.com.
We'll discuss them.
If we read your email on the show, you'll get a coupon for 25% off your next CBJ purchase.
Purchases.
The podcast blog is cbjpodcast.blogspot.com. The show's Tumblr page is wcbjradio.tumblr.com.
Also send us questions there.
The show's YouTube channel is youtube.com/wcbjradio. Tiger. What events do we have coming up?
Boobies.
We have the Star Trek tailgate.
It's on May 16th.
Thursday, May 16th.
Trick of the Darkness.
Dude, that movie looks awesome.
So that's going to be fun.
You know, then we get the Drink and Draw the Sunday after that, no?
Oh, yes. Drink and Draw that Sunday. What's the theme for this month?
Summer vacations.
Ooh,
that's super
fun and timely.
We're gonna play.
Boobies.
We're gonna play California Sun by the Ramones on repeat for 6 hours.
And we're gonna play like all of the Beach Boys.
No, just California Sun, within the Iguanas version in the middle.
But
who are the Iguanas?
You pops first, man.
Boobies.
And then that's it for now. Right?
And then our normal weekly events of F&M, Friday Night Magic on Fridays, of course, at 4 o'clock, and which is probably, I think, maybe a couple hours after this airs.
Okay.
Goes up, and then Sunday War Machine, where you can come play a couple people and come play John Thompson, who lost twice this week. Kevin Allen won 2 games. I won once, lost once, and I was I guess I was kind of pissed when I lost.
Did Joe Wolf play?
No, Joe watches.
Yeah.
And then looks at porn when no one's looking, and then watches.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Oh, that's why the laptop never faces the window, Tiger.
He always knows people are looking.
No, he purposely puts certain things on when people are looking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's that kind of guy.
Sneaky fuck.
Yep.
He's the most loyal man on earth.
Yes.
God bless him.
He's also so loyal, he'll make Kieran believe.
Yes.
Every day.
So, anything else, gents?
Let's not forget our picks for next week.
Ooh, we have picks. That's right. They're comics every week because it's the industry.
I picked the newest issue of Nova because I really like that series and I'm excited to read it.
I went with the extremely obvious choice of BPRD 107 because the Hell on Earth thing is really fucking ramping up, and since '98 it's been insane.
Mine's fun for all ages. Green Lantern, the animated series, number 13. Because honestly, I love Green Lantern, but it's good for all the kids too.
And
Tank is for the children.
I picked a new miniseries coming out of Dark Horse, Dream Thief.
Which sounds like a Dawkins song.
Dream Thief. That sounds good.
I read the solicitation and previews, and it looks interesting.
Nice. Can we start a melodic symphonic metal band called Dream Thief? And we only sing song about Tiger, Tiger's beard, Tiger's eyebrows.
We take half the riffs from Power Theaters.
All power ballads.
Well, actually, Babyface's dreams have got to be in there somewhere.
That's one of the concept albums.
I have no dreams.
That's the name of the album. I Have No Dreams by Dream Thief.
I will think about my dreams.
Fall
as my
2015.
first track.
Yes, and the first hit single is Robert Kirkman's Children.
Yes, lest we forget.
Yes.
The fun and games of Super Dinosaur.
Robert Kirkman's Children, and the B-side of that single is Evan Dorkin's House.
Yes.
Emily likes dice.
Oof.
All right.
Adventure time!
Yes. I'd like to thank Matt Flick and Ken the Hen Jones once again for filming us.
Filming!
I'm waving at the cameras right now.
Hey guys. Hey.
Once again, Sacco's about to be a proud uncle.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Go Sacco for being awesome.
Go Sacco. He needs all the luck in the world right now. Yeah. For showering the future child with presents. In comics. And
I hope Tiger finds a reason to smile soon.
Tiger has a smirk on right now.
I make Tiger smile. You do it because you're a moron. That was completely inaudible.
I'd like to thank Babyface for drinking. I know that was amusing for some of us.
Yeah.
It wasn't so bad though. I mean, my reasons were good enough.
And what is it that's really pumping you up right now?
My girlfriend broke up with me.
I thought you were going to say boobies, but okay.
I gotta know those in the future.
Oh my God. Waffle, anything?
What's keeping me up right now?
Any shout-outs? Anything you want to just throw out there in the universe?
Wu-Tang is for the children.
Wu-Tang Clan ain't nothing to fuck with, man.
I'm good. There's nothing to shout out into the universe. I do that enough.
All right. Thank you once again for listening.
Thank you, Tiger.
Hey, no problem.
I love you, Tiger.
And if you really like the podcast, share it with your friends.
Please.
Yeah.
It's
Honestly,
not like an STD. It's really fun.
Besides that, if you like our store, share it with your friends. No,
Yeah.
I'm serious. Yeah, I'm dead serious. Like, there's many customers. They like our store, they share it with their friends. Please, if you like our store, if you like us, if you like our selection, bring your friends.
Well said.
Yes.
I'm being genuine. That's it. That's not drunk. That's
Thanks again.
completely true.
This episode's winding down. It's getting there. It's going to end with Kieran Belief.
Oh, no.
WCBJ. Signing off.
Oh, no!
Goodbye.
Mwah. Boobies, boobies, boobies. I like to play with those.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Boobies, boobies, boobies. All boobies in your face.